We all love what's authentic, don't we? I was in LA last week, and I went to the Huntington Library. Magnificent place. Do you know what they have there? They have a original Gutenberg Bible, one of the few ones that's complete in its original vellum. Very unique, very authentic. And then they had a 1405 edition. Beautiful calligraphy of Chaucer's Canterbury Tales with wonderful pictures that were etched in. I looked at that and I wanted to steal it. Authentic. You think of all the gems and so on and so forth that we see, and so few of them are really authentic, but don't you love looking into a diamond sparkling? It's authentic diamond. Wow. You see, the world is full of fakes, but the authentic is rare. God wants us to be authentic, to be real. It's the hardest thing we do. Now, how we go about this? Well, God made only one of you, and we're all like a diamond. And I thought that we would start out with the psalm today. O Lord, my heart is not lifted up. My eyes are not raised too high. I do not occupy myself with things too great and too marvelous for me. Now, what does it mean to occupy our minds with things too great or wondrous? But this is not told to us, but I have a feeling it has something to do with being obsessed with becoming something in this world other than ourselves. It's likened to a baby always crying for mother's milk. That word weaned is an old-fashioned one, but what it means is a child matured beyond a mother's milk. A 3-year process that at the end is celebrated by a big feast. I'm sure the mother put it on. The child is not demanding and at peace with the mother. And the analogy is like this. Our soul, which is our interior powers, wonderful as they are, our will, our emotions, our passions, our imagination, the memory, our intellect, is like this baby at peace with our most interior self. Peace. The hardest thing in life is to be ourselves. We easily become copycats, faking it, looking at whatever is trending, and even self-hating, not at peace with God or ourselves. What is God's will for us? To be ourselves, to be authentic. Now, in the Gospels, we have the scribes and the Pharisees who love to make a show, and they especially love titles. Rabbi. You know what rabbi means? It comes from the word rav, great one or great teacher. Or father or master. I have a brother-in-law who's British. And believe it or not, his grandfather was 3rd Sea Lord in the British Navy. I mean, he even to this day has, my brother-in-law has a napkin ring with all the ships he served, the Dreadnought. Can you imagine having something like that? And he's got a picture, a real picture of Lord Nelson. Wow. That's what I'd like to be. That's the title I want. I would love to be 3rd Sea Lord of Her Majesty's ships. Strut around like that. That's not going to happen. So, titles, right? When this happens, other people exist for the sole purpose as our audience. And the irony is this: we no longer exist except in the minds of others. We become actors in a play where the audience is hardly paying attention at all. And this is why Jesus is so hard on these actors. They cannot be authentic, and they are too afraid to be their real selves. They cannot really relate with God or others, and there's no true love, and it's all phony. Now, how do we become real, authentic, ourselves? Well, Jesus tells us at the end of this gospel passage, by humility. Humility takes us down to the very bedrock of ourselves, and it takes some work getting down there. It's not easy. And there we meet God as we are in all our simplicity. And to meet God within, on the bedrock of our interiors, is an exaltation. Because we can be real with God. And God is real with us. We come into our own. We become our true selves. Now, I think, this is my humble opinion, although I don't have a humble opinion, that the most authentic person in church history, apart from Christ himself, was this little French girl, 14-year-old Bernadette Soubirous. She was the lowest person in her class. She wasn't very smart. She couldn't understand the catechism. Not only that, but she was dirt poor. She was a nothing in a nothing place. Lourdes, Pyrenees, town that everybody's forgotten. And when she's in the grotto, the Blessed Mother picked her especially. And as she saw the Blessed Mother, her face changed. She fell into this ecstasy. And within days, as she kept on coming back, thousands of people start coming and watching her talk with the Blessed Mother. And she became a rock star overnight. People are trying to hold on to her tassels as if she was Jesus, to be healed. But you know something? None of that mattered anything to her because she was so taken up in this vision of hers that everything earthly, even the press, the whole world was falling all over her. Didn't care. What an authentic soul she was. And that's what it should be for us. We should be so taken up with God. So taken up with the vision of glory. And we don't really care what people think about it. And then we come into our own. We become rare. We become authentic. We become real.